Right, hello. Oh, that last episode was a trip. Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. I was not that my health is really that important to this series, but yeah, I had a rough evening. Yeah, it was just a weird bout of I don't know what the hell it was. Sickness. Since then, I've also just had a tooth out, so I'm going to apologise right now if I sound a little bit... oh, textures. Beautiful. Yeah, if I sound a little bit kind of... not out of it, but... my enunciation is maybe not as good as it could be. I don't want to put this off any longer. I want to kind of get through this before I forget what the controls are. And quite honestly, you know, unlike some other games, I've really been enjoying playing this. Although apparently we were about to fight the Rocketeer. No, it's Sloth. Destroyer of frame rates. It's like a combination between Sloth from Goonies and the big guy from Doom 3. Cool. So we're doing another boss fight. Wow, straight into a boss fight. Hey! Oh, Jesus. Ah! Oh, this might be a rough one.
How the hell could they make something like that?
Come on. There we go. Right, let's try the grenade launcher. I mean... okay. Alright, let's switch back to the RPG then. I mean, that mountain's getting beaten up, but not doing so well at beating up the guy. Right, let's refill the ammo. So is it like waiting for him to do something that I'm missing here? Ah! There we go. Oh, come on. To be fair, that's kind of how I felt straight after the last episode of this, so... oh, don't you kill me now. Come on. Move your ass. Oh. That's almost the attack I need to wait for, isn't it? Right, can I just take him down within a... wait, hang on a minute. Was the assault rifle more powerful after all? After all that? Uh-oh, he's got electric legs. No, don't throw the RPG down. Might need that. Idiot.
hear it all the way across the water.
Bob.
Well, it ain't your cousin Nikolai. Kind of funny. Leaving my peacemaker in the hands of an ex-terrorist. A commie. Freedom. Justice. It's all up to you now. We're with you, brother. Just remember one thing.
What's that?
Don't fuck it up.
Bob. Bob.
Okay.
The missiles are on course for Beijing and New Delhi.
Ivan, you're running out of time. For many generations, our ninja clan protected the shoguns. Then, after battling the new Meiji government, my ancestors escaped to the Russian Empire. But even in defeat, there was honor. Our will is strong, Ivan. But to change this corrupted world demands blood and fire. Cities will fall, and even the sky itself. Prepare for the next launch. The target is London.
Every global defense system we have is down. Your only hope of stopping the missiles is to breach the Cosmodrome and get to the command center. Heat scans show numerous hostiles inside. Ivan, good luck. All warbirds, return to the Independence ASAP. Bomb group, head for the airfield on Starry Brock. Ditch the Mitchells if they can't make it. That was a hell of a run, boys. Caraway out.
So is this the last mission?
Take cover! What is that thing? Kill it! Shit! Where the hell are they? Where are they? Can't see them from here.
I can see him.
Some of that training to work.
I like it in games when you've got like somebody who's got some like stealth camo, but they lose their stealth camo as soon as they die. They just like, sure, is the stealth camo being powered by them? Well, they're not turning it off when they die. Oh, that sounds like one of those big guys again. There's got to be at least two of them because he's got... Oh, right, there he is. Yeah, you just stand there. Hang on. Hang on. No, stop moving. No. It's just... How many sniper bullets can this guy take to the head? I mean, that wasn't to the head. Neither was that.
Clear.
There we go.
Okay, we'll keep moving forward.
Ammo boxes. The spaceman suit, that's cool. Oh, I came down for you guys, and you guys are going back upstairs. Now we're going back downstairs. Some pretty epic music going on here.
We got more tangos. Watch out for enemy fire.
Oh, we got more tangos but less frames. That's a sniper. Oh yeah. I mean, that was a totally accidental headshot. Oh, that didn't work. Let's throw a grenade in there. Oh, that's good fun.
More tangos. They're huge. Coming this way.
Oh, not more of those big guys. He's getting stuck on everything. Hey, 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 easy.
The other missiles are headed for London and Paris.
He's trying to start a nuclear war.
Shit! This way is blocked. Try that way.
All right, we'll try this way. Oh, frame rate much. Yeah.
Shit. No place to hide here. We'll go upstairs. Keep low. Run! Let's
Just realised this has the same weird conveyor belts that Mindjack had. I wonder if that's actually a thing in Japan. I suppose they're like the ones you get at IKEA, actually. Tell a lie, I have seen them before. Oh, I feel like I'm going to have to re-rank Mindjack now. Unfairly maligned by my lack of experience with specific conveyor belts. Under no circumstances am I going to play Mindjack again, don't worry. fact, at this very moment, I am like clearing out a lot of my game collection, just stuff that I'm never going to play again, or you know, have better ways to play. I think Mind Jack might be in that group. Not sure I need a copy of Mind Jack. How am I supposed to get him? Oh, I can get up the ladder. Oh, let's do that then. Oh. Hey, easy. Easy, Ivan the mediocre. Right, okay. Boss area? I can feel the Wii U like screaming. Tell you what, this is going to be a difficult game to rank. I'm not sure I'm going to know where to put it.
Killing your own men, Ludmila.
They were in the way. Destroy the inept soldiers, even if they're diligent.
I mean, that's a ridiculous
One of Kamano's
costume.
favorite quotes.
Borrowed from a German general who also lost a war.
Where's she gone? Hey! And that doesn't hurt her at all. Did she just kill me with her thighs? Is that what just happened? Oh no, she shot me in the face afterwards as well. Okay, so I didn't make any dent into her health at that point. Yeah, I mean, look at her health bar. Oh, she actually knocks stuff out of your inventory as well. That's annoying. Wait. Play nice. Okay, I'm making a little bit of progress. Ugh. Tiny bit of progress. I mean, I'm going to run out of ammo. Okay. So that'd be why ammo doesn't matter then. Give my gun back. Hey!
He loved Kimano like a father. He called us his orphans of the battlefield.
This has got some real like Metal Gear Solid 4 vibes going on.
Things you have forgotten.
Where the hell is she? Oh, there she is. That's interesting. The audio design actually gave that away a little bit. I could hear her moving to the left headphone. Oh shit. Come on, mate.
He shared his knowledge, but also kept many secrets.
Where is she
If you need to
gone?
meet him, ask Kumano about your parents. Not all orphans are found, either. Some are named.
Wait. I feel like they could have done more with this boss fight. Like, it's an interesting idea. It's not actually that much fun. I suppose it would be a lot more challenging if I was still on normal difficulty, maybe. I mean, is that a second video I'm going to have to age restrict in this one? There's a lot of butt on show.
Ivan, are you all right?
Yeah.
I really don't know what
Close. Gold team didn't make it.
what upsets the
Poison
rules
gas.
at this point.
You get to Ludmilla.
No, but she's hurt. She won't get far. We need to intercept those missiles.
They're still over Japanese waters, but we're trying to crack their navigation codes. Kumano should be in the command center. Get the codes
What
from
the-
him no matter what it takes.
Those are gonna cost him his life or mine.
Yeah. Oh. I do apologise. That's very rude of me. Oh, alright. Just thinking about it. I mean, what the hell was that?
You disappoint me.
Random corridor.
I gave your life meaning. I gave you purpose.
But what did you take from me?
Your parents had a critical mission, a hijacking, but they failed. Putting our greater goal at risk, they died by my own hands. And you were cut from your mother's womb, a newborn Spartan.
And raised to fight your private war.
War divides us. Our goal is a single nation.
With a single
Guy's
goal,
fairly ripped.
and you'd murder millions to do it.
Sacrifice, not murder. You never understood the difference.
How old do we think that guy is? He's like Yakuza levels of ripped. Alright,
I won't die so easily.
so we're doing a hand-to-hand combat
Disciples
for the last boss,
granted
right?
A single genetic modification. But I have many, and I can use them all.
Ruling the world seems like a pain in the ass. Ask Stalin or Hitler.
Amateurs. This is world revolution.
Hitler's an amateur. I was not expecting that dialogue to come out of...
Justified.
Oh, frame rate. What's happened? That's...
Is that the best you can do?
Are we up to 60? What the hell's going on?
You have got a long way to go.
Oh, wow, okay. What happened? The frame rate, like, all of a sudden...
Amateur.
Look at that. Is this where it's going to tell me off for not learning the actual combat system?
You are too simple to understand. Even with those silly glasses of yours, you are still a blind man.
Oh, now he's angry. Now this looks like a Itagaki game. Also, the frame rate's gone again. Now we put something in the background. A lot of stick wiggling. Oh, come on. Surely this guy's going to have a second form. Oh no, no! Run! Can't catch me! Can't catch me! Ah! It's really hard to do that stick wiggling on this giant bloody Wii U pad. So much fire! So much fire!
Too late, Ivan. The gates of hell have opened. Killing me means nothing.
It's enough. Commando's dead. What now, Caraway?
Commando has launched SS-18 nuclear missiles. They'll respond to an 8-digit abort code, which we have not been able to decrypt.
Then how the hell am I supposed to solve it?
You start at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Kumano was right. The revolution has
Or
begun.
0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1.
I'm its angel of death.
Figured she'd be back. C4?
Ivan!
My plastic suit! It's melting to me!
want you to remember me like this. After I've died, you'll know me again.
You're not going to die. Believe me. C4, let me know one thing. The missiles. Do you know the abort code?
On Father Kumanos.
Ivan, the missiles are approaching their targets. Do you have the codes?
I'm on my way back.
And he turns into a werewolf. C4 turns into a werewolf?
Major?
C4's out of surgery. Kumana's serum purged the Chimera virus from her system.
I want to see her before I'm sent back to my cage.
Take your time, Ivan. You've earned your freedom and the gratitude of the United States of America.
This isn't over.
This heart is getting cold.
All right. And that was Devil's Third. I did wonder if I had like 1 or 2 more episodes left, but yeah. Man, I don't feel conflicted about it. I kind of enjoyed it. It's definitely a game out of time. So in terms of, you know, if this had come out for the 360 and the PS3 in like 2010, 2011, it would have still felt a little bit, I don't know whether antiquated is the right word, but funnily enough, it's not that dissimilar in terms of feel from something like a Mind Jack, in terms of like being a, let me turn this down a little bit, being that sort of oh god, that butt's back, like a third-person shooter. I mean, it's a third-person shooter combined with like melee combat stuff, which is kind of interesting. Story is like full-on B-movie. I mean, it's a B game effectively. It sets out to do one thing. It does it okay. I genuinely think like the majority of my problems with this game are purely, you know, there's a couple of gameplay things that I think could be better or a bit more variety, but primarily it's technical. It's purely just doesn't run well on the Wii U, and maybe it wouldn't have run well on the 360 and the PS3 because those 3 consoles roughly comparable in terms of, you know, the level of graphics prowess it could produce. And when you think about when this finally came out in 2015, you know, it was not competing with PS4 and Xbox One games. So it is an interesting proposition, I would say. But yeah, it's kind of, I'm kind of shocked I feel like in every way that Mind Jack was terrible, this game actually does a decent job. It's not gonna blow you away. I think it's got some really interesting ideas. I think the music's pretty awesome. I think it's actually got some pretty good set pieces. I'm kind of stunned at how poor the reviews actually were. And I don't know if that was an expectation thing, because it had been in development for so long. And, you know, a Wii U exclusive third-person shooter, it's a bit of a weird kind of fit, really. And it's weird because I'm just scrolling through the Metacritic page now, and you know, there's mentions of like uninteresting combination of uninteresting, unpolished elements, a complete disaster saved by a competent online multiplayer, ugly, bad control, boring. I kind of don't see that, to be honest. A lot of the stuff is around the multiplayer, which obviously is gone now, so I can't play that. But as a game, it's pretty decent. I'm genuinely quite shocked, which means, most importantly, we got to put it on our list. Where do we put it on the list? So, we've already talked about the technical issues with this game, of which there are plenty. And I kind of don't want to... I don't want to put it down too much for that. So there's an example on here of like technical issues. Like Fable Anniversary was a really good example of something with technical issues all over the shop. What I will say for that is that even with emulation via Xbox One, you can't get past those. I think once Wii U emulation gets to the point where this game can run full speed, I think you'll have a much better experience with it. It's one of those games, I think, if it ever got a PC port or ever got like a remaster, it would massively, massively benefit from it. So, you know, that to me says it's above Fable Anniversary, which, you know, it's really hard because a lot of this ranking list is like, what would I want to play again? And Fable is a great game. Fable Anniversary is not a good version of Fable. Like the Getaway Black Monday is not a good game. I don't think I would want to play that ever again. I'm working my way up the list. This is probably surprising to a lot of people because I imagine people were thinking it was probably going to be down in the bottom here. But so I am looking. I'll tell you where I'm looking. At the minute, I am looking at The Getaway, number 5. Now, there's a massive time difference between these two games. The Getaway was 2002, something like that. This was 2015. What The Getaway did in 2002 was impressive, even if the game actually suffered under the weight of the stuff they tried to do. It was going out of its way to do something different. It was going out of its way to not be Vice City. It was trying to, you know, forge its own path for good and for bad. Devil's Third kind of does the same thing, but also is borrowing a lot from various different games. And ultimately, it's not... what it's playing around with is not particularly new. And it's not revolutionary in any way, shape or form. If anything, it's dated by the time it comes out. So do I think it's better than The Getaway? The story's worse. Even with The Getaway's terrible, terrible ending, The Getaway is a better story. But The Getaway is also a much more frustrating game. And that's the challenge. Because I think frustration plays a lot into this top half of the list. There's something about, you know, when you start looking further down the list, like Killzone Shadowfall, Dead to Rights Retribution, Need for Speed The Run, Sonic 4 Episode 1. Like, those are frustrating games to me. They were irritating to play. I didn't enjoy playing them. And they didn't benefit from that core strength that they had the gameplay around. Whereas I think for Devil's Third, it kind of does. There's really only a couple of spots where I was finding myself getting frustrated. It's also way shorter than The Getaway. Ultimately, I think The Getaway is probably a better game, all told. What I'm wrestling with in my mind is whether I'd rather play the Devil's Third or The Getaway. And I'm trying to disassociate myself from the nostalgia of The Getaway, because there is an element of the fact that I've had that game in my life for 20 years now. So it's really hard when you know something that well to distance yourself from it and look at it from a purely, I don't want to say objective kind of viewpoint, but look at it for what it is rather than what you remember it being. Man. See, I also think, so Star Fox Zero, I think, is a better game than Devil's Third, but I didn't finish Star Fox Zero, which I think tells you something. So, oh man, don't want to put it above. I mean, they've both got technical issues. They've both got story issues. Devil's Third is shorter. I'll give it that. It's also on a platform that I actively don't like playing games on. Man, I cannot decide. I genuinely cannot decide. I've got to make a decision. I'm trying to remember how frustrating The Getaway was. This feels like I'm trying to think of a good analogy for it. This feels like comparing like Crank 2 to Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels. Like, it's like, how the hell do you compare those two things? They're going for, although there might be similarities, they are going for different things. I don't know, man. Can I put Devil's Third above The Getaway? No, I don't think I can. Sorry, but I just think there is. Right, you have to bear with me because I'm gonna have to do a bunch of changes. I think ultimately, The Getaway is really, really flawed. I don't know if I've changed platform. That's nice. Yeah, The Getaway is really, really flawed. But it's got some really good ideas. And it was doing them before anybody else. And you know, even just some of the concepts that studio was working on, you can see some through line to things like L.A. Noire, which is an interesting game. And I think ultimately Devil's Third is just a third-person shooter with some melee combat. And the melee combat is not as good as Ninja Gaiden. The controls are weird, I'll give it that. And it's a strange one, because I remember when I first, if you go back to episode 1, I was really struggling with the controls. And now, sort of 5-6 hours later, I've really got my head around them. So, in some ways, like, yeah, it's a weird control scheme, but it's not something that you can't adjust to. It's not just broken. So, yeah, Devil's Third, our new number 6. I did not expect when we started playing this. Well, it's very nice to see something in the red section get so high on the list. And maybe that's a sign of, I think, reviews of these games changing quite considerably because, I mean, compare Devil's Third to The Walking Dead Survival Instinct. Like, that game is like broken. Darkest of Days, like, it's got roughly the same score as Darkest Days. Darkest of Days is a terrible playing game. So, yeah. That is Devil's Third. I am looking forward to listing my copy on eBay and getting some money back because, I mean, this game's quite expensive. Luckily I bought it when it was cheap, but having finished it, I think, I'm happy to let it lie. And, hopefully one day when emulation gets to a point where this game is playable at 60 frames a second, perhaps, I'd really be interested in looking at it again. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I think we're going to go for something a little bit more retro next time. Feel like we're overdue. We've been doing a lot of 360 and Wii U's pretty modern. So yeah, maybe we'll do something a little more retro next time around. And that sounds like a plan. Cool. All right. Cheers for watching.